welcome to episode 1 of the rebranded Henry and Josh's unboxing show. I'm Henry.
And I'm Josh. And today we're going to be taking a look at two of our favourite things, wrestling and the MCU.
So up first we have these, which are the WWE Mayhem figures done in the retro style. As Josh knows today, and a lot of you will know, WWE put out a lot of wrestling figures, including the Elite series, which are fantastic. They're lifelike. They come with many accessories.
Yeah.
Some of them come with little dioramas where you collect them and you can build a diorama behind them. They come with like classic legends, people who have never even wrestled in WWE for some cases, current stars, retro looks for current stars, lots of little things like that. However, when I first got into wrestling, which was around WrestleMania 7, I mean, I'd watched wrestling before then, including World of Sport, but when I first got into WWE, it was 1997, it was 1991, sorry, just after WrestleMania 7. These were the type of figures you got. These are retro style figures now, very limited points of articulation, shared move across some of the figures as well. But going back, these are the nostalgia trip for someone like myself, and they're just cool figures for someone like Josh. So along the front here, why don't you tell the people who we've got?
So, going from left to right.
Your left to right.
Your left to right. We have Goldberg. We have Dean Ambrose. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins.
Okay, so that's 4 of the top stars in the company today. Oh, sorry, 3 of the top stars in the company today and 1 legend who had an amazing comeback, didn't they? Between Survivor Series and WrestleMania. A nice little short 4-month run, booked to perfection. So we're going to look at these awesome retro figures, and up first is... That's right, the first one up is the phenomenal one himself, AJ Styles. So let's crack this bad boy open. Retro style packing as well. Doing well at ripping the edge out. There we go. We're in now, we're in. And they all come with this little QR code. Although the back of the box doesn't really give you an idea of what you're meant to do with it other than QR, I suppose. And the figure himself, you can see it's freestanding, but it does come with the stand as well, with the AJ insignia there, so you can stand him on it, and he will stay standing. His articulation there in the elbow, and his move is one of the classics, which is the old twisting punch. He's got some articulation in the shoulders and his head, which was standard for the time for these figures. And I suppose you could do that, and it's almost a phenomenal forearm, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the AJ Styles figure, Josh?
I think it's a nice little figure, of course. Not as much articulation as the figures we have today, like the elite ones, but still it's a nice little thing, of course. Like you said, just has the spinning punch.
What do you think of the look of him?
The look is relatively detailed. Like, not like
it's obviously
too much.
AJ, yeah?
Like, obviously AJ, you can tell with the face, obviously the AJ tattoo. Of course, you got the phenomenal one, like, beast stand.
Yeah.
Overall,
it's cartoonish, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
nice figure.
What it reminds me of,
Slam
actually.
City.
Slam City, to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not detailed with all these tattoos. It's got the AJ one, but it doesn't have like the day of birth of his kids. It reminds me of the Wrestling All-Stars game that came out,
Yeah,
where people were kind of chunkier.
Like,
but yeah, that's the phenomenal
Like
AJ Styles. We will
77.
set him there for now. Started off with a bang, with probably the best overall wrestler in the world today. Moving on up, following him in this 4-man battle royal, we have so the second entrant in the 4-man battle royal we've got going on today is the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose, who, as you can see here, has got again his lunatic symbol there. He has his classic jeans, wife beater t-shirt and the taped fists. And let's crack him open. He looks like his finisher is one of the classic Ultimate Warrior ones, which was like a gorilla press. And you can see there it is, it's the gorilla press one, where you pull his arms back, he does that again, he has some articulation in the waist and the head. A bit stiffer than AJ Styles, which I guess you could say is realistic. And again, he comes with a QR code and the Dean Ambrose Anarchy symbol. And once again, he has this little stand that he can go on. You can display him nicely there. And yeah, a lot of detail again, cartoonish, not overly cartoonish, so not, it's very Slam City, but it's not as cartoonish as Slam City. But you can definitely tell it's Dean Ambrose. So, young man, what do you think of the Dean Ambrose figure?
I think the Dean Ambrose figure has a better move with the gorilla press than that you said. He obviously doesn't have as much detail in him because AJ has the tattoos and like
it's a bit more
longer
basic,
head.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting in the sense of though it's a gorilla press, which is a move I don't think I've ever seen Dean Ambrose do.
No.
Which is interesting, but it's a move nonetheless. So we'll put him over here. So we'll put him over here next to AJ Styles. And up third in the Battle Royal of the unboxing show, we have Burn It Down! So joining Dean Ambrose is his Shield brother, the Architect, the Kingslayer, the jumpy one from the Shield, Seth Rollins. Now it's interesting because Roman isn't in this, so we only have 2 Shield members in this one. And there's not really much more to say about the figures in general, because obviously they look like who they're supposed to look like. Again, another QR code and the Seth Rollins symbol. They kind of come, they look alike, and this one again has articulation in the shoulders, but he has jumpy moves, right? Which actually I think that would have been better suited for AJ Styles to do the phenomenal forearm, yeah? But so Seth, his legs are together because obviously his move is a jumpy move. He's got a little bit in the bag there to pull him down. This is possibly the one that looks the least like the actual wrestler it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously Seth Rollins, but well, it's actually not obviously Seth Rollins, really. I mean, if I just left him like that and didn't say who he was, most wrestling fans would probably guess it was Seth Rollins, but all wrestling fans would know that's Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. Again, have the little stand there, we'll pop him on it. He's a little off centre this one, simply because he doesn't have the wide stance of the other two, but still can stand on his little symbol there. If you so desire, you can always put him in the middle anyway. But that's Seth Rollins, so he has the little jumping action. What do you think, Josh, of the Seth Rollins figure?
I think I agree with you. It does look like him, but it doesn't have as much detail in, like, it looks less like the actual person, like Dean and Seth.
Yeah.
No.
Dean and AJ, yeah.
Dean and AJ.
I think obviously with Seth losing the blonde streak in his hair, it makes him a little more generic in that sense, long hair, beard. What do you think of the action though?
Well, kind of, I think it's a better action than them two, of course. It would suit AJ better.
Yeah, because he could phenomenal form people, couldn't he?
Yeah, but this could work for a curb or something.
Yeah. I mean, Seth does do a jumping clothesline on occasion, so...
Frog splashes.
There's another one, yeah. Pop him on the top rope, put his arms out with frog splashing folk. That's actually a really good insight there, Josh. So, we have two Shield brothers in the Battle Royal. AJ's a bit outnumbered at this point. But AJ, which a lot of people don't know, although obviously he's talked about it a little, is a former WCW guy. Most people obviously know him from his TNA run and his current WWE run, but in the dying days of WCW, he was in a tag team, Air Styles with Air Paris. Obviously, he's gone on to bigger and better things. But if we've got one ex-WCW guy in the ring with two WWE stalwarts, should we even it up with another WCW guy?
I think we should.
Okay, so up next, the fourth and final entrant in our Battle Royale is... That's right, it's the man! The master of the spear, the master of the jackhammer, Big Bad Bill Goldberg. Now, this is, and I use the term loosely because he could tear me in half, this is Old Man Goldberg from his most recent run. You can tell with the grey beard. It is the exact same figure, as you can see here briefly, as the Seth Rollins figure, exact same size, the exact same motion. And with Seth, it's a clothesline or a frog splash. With Goldberg, it's obviously a spear. Yeah? So, realistically, it's the exact same figure as the Seth Rollins one. But there is... This one, would you agree this is more obviously Goldberg than that is more obviously Seth Rollins?
Yes.
So why don't you tell the good people about the Goldberg figure?
I think the Goldberg figure is a good detailed one.
It is surprisingly detailed.
It doesn't need as much detail for it to be recognised as such, because it's literally, whereas shorts, his knee pads and his boots, that's really it. And of course his beard and
his signature tattoo, which is also his symbol here. Interestingly though, it's Old Man Goldberg, but he's dressed in Young Man Goldberg attire with only the one tattoo. So it's an amalgamation of sorts. But yeah, Goldberg, Seth Rollins figure are the exact same, but they look different, obviously, do different attires, but that's your four figures, and we're moving across more into the middle now. That's your WWE Mayhem collection of the retro figures there. We got them from Home Bargains, in Carnarvon, but they should be in Home Bargains near you if you're in the UK. $4.99 each, quite a steal at that amount. And for me, my favourite of them all is the Dean Ambrose one, although I do like the Goldberg one. What about you? What's your tippy-toppy one there?
Favourite AJ.
You like the AJ one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, you're a big AJ fan, aren't you? Yeah, AJ Styles. He is. I mean, he's called the Phenomenal One. It's an earned nickname. It's not just bestowed upon him. And they're the best ones. So, those are the 4 in that set of the WWE Mayhem collection. If you're interested in them, as I say, you can obviously have a look online for them or get down to your local Home Bargains and pick up a steal. But that brings us to the end of the WWE portion of this show. Up next, we go from the rings of WWE to the wonders of the MCU and the Marvel Cinematic Universe with these awesome, from Jada Toys, it's the Metals Die-Cast collection. These are the larger 6-inch scale ones. We've got a few 4-inch ones. What I like about these is they're metal die-cast. They're really heavy figures. Well, obviously not too heavy, it won't fall through the table. But they're heavy figures and they're solid and they have a good base, they stand up well. They're just really, really, really good figures. And we have Hulk and we have War Machine. Hulk is from the Avengers Age of Ultron version and War Machine is from the Civil War version. Yeah. And up first, we will go with Hulk. So pop War Machine over there. So slip them out. That can go there. Now the boxes themselves they're really nice display cases as well.
Really sturdy boxes as well.
Okay. And it's our old favourite, the twisty wires. So we'll definitely do a cut montage of this and you can come back and join us once we've got it open. And here he is out of the box. As you can see here, he's quite big, he's chunky, isn't he? Obviously he gets bigger the wider as we go. They're always done in a slightly caricature style. They have no articulation, these figures. They are statues and they are, because they're metal, obviously screws in the back there as well, so they are meant to be displayed from the front only. But it's a wonderful piece. It is heavy, chunky, it's a beautiful figure. Captures the big green guy in all his glory with his purple pants, stretchy purple pants, which is what Hulk needs because he's a big stretchy guy. And this was his last appearance on Earth until he came back in Infinity War, because he left at the end of Ultron, didn't he? Flew away. We didn't know where he was going to go until we got to Thor Ragnarok and found out that he was in Sakaar. He was a gladiator. He was the best. He was the Grandmaster's champion. So, what's your opinion on the big green guy?
I think it's obviously a very heavy figure, like you said. Obviously
Shiny.
very shiny. Doesn't need a lot of detail in it.
Yeah, it's obviously Hulk.
It's obviously Hulk. You need a big green figure with purple pants, and you know it's Hulk.
What do you think of the colouring?
The colouring, like the fading away kind of bruises looking things. And
yeah,
make
the
it
black
nice.
on him. The light shines on it really nicely. I don't know if you can catch it from the spotlight we've got there. Yeah, it's a wonderful figure. Marks out of 10?
I think it's a 7.
So 7? Oh, I'd give it a 9. But there you go. That's why we're two different people. So that's Hulk. So, that's one half of the Marvel tag team to time with the wrestling theme we were doing earlier. It's time now for the second half. And up next is James Rhodes, also known as War Machine, the more battle ready, well, not only say battle ready because Iron Man's armours are always battle ready, but the more obviously aggressive Iron Man armour with
heavy
all the weapons. Yeah, he's got loads of heavy artillery. Well named as War Machine. And this is from Civil War, Captain America Civil War, which, spoiler alerts if you haven't seen the movie, at the end of the movie he ends up getting shot down by Vision and having his back broken, doesn't he? But Tony builds him like a brace so he can walk again, which you see in Infinity War. So this is him ready for battle. For those who are not as up to date on the MCU, basically Civil War in the comics was a massive thing, covering pretty much every character in the Marvel Comics universe. They couldn't do that in the movies because they didn't have the rights to everyone, so it was a slimmed down version of it, but it was still done really well. And it was Captain America's team, which included Ant-Man and a few others, versus Tony Stark's team, which included debuting Spider-Man and his longtime friend James Rhodes, War Machine. So we get this open. We will see you. We'll see you in a couple of seconds, but first it'll be a couple of minutes as we open this. But lastly today, we have this little beauty, which is, let's say, James Rhodes, War Machine. Again, a really chunky, heavy figure. More slimline than the Hulk one. Again, obviously Hulk is this massive beast of a thing. Comes with shoulder cannon and some type of metal sword. What sort of metal? Comes with a shoulder cannon and his nanotech sword, ready to smash some folk. Again, no articulation on the figure itself, but it's another nice, hefty, chunky figure. Paint scheme, colour scheme, all spot on. Little arc reactor in the middle there. Again, because it's die-cast metal, it's screwed together. So again, display it facing forward for that. Slight red tint in the eyes, can you see that? Yeah. A nice little detailing on the arms and the shoulder there. Another quality piece. Again, I love the die-cast stuff. I've got some, as you can see over my shoulder there, I think. You should be able to catch it. I've got some Ghostbusters ones there, haven't I? Yeah. There's a Harley Quinn kicking about. There's Joker. There's a Black Widow one. I'm sure there's a Wonder Woman one as well. But yeah, this is a beauty. I love the way the light sparkles on it as well. Your thoughts, Josh?
I like this a lot more than the Hulk one.
Yeah.
It's a better shape, I think.
Generally, the masked characters and the sort of armour characters just seem to work better as figures, don't they? Because they don't have to have that realistic look in their face.
So his weapons are very detailed.
So, out of the two, he's your favourite?
Yes.
Okay, so you gave that 7 out of 10. What are we giving this one?
9.
9 out of 10. That's a high on the Josh-ometer there. Is 9 out of 10. So there we have it. That is Captain America Civil War version of War Machine. Age of Ultron version of Hulk. Interestingly, these two never met because he wasn't in Civil War. And one of the reasons was, from a storyline point of view, he's too powerful a character. Whoever had Hulk won. But next week is WrestleMania weekend, which means we have the Hall of Fame, we have a takeover, and we have WrestleMania itself. So we will be up into the wee hours of Monday morning. And then between that and Endgame at the end of April, this man is doing something extra special. What are you up to, young man?
I'm going to America.
And you're going for 10 days. It's your first flight, your first trip abroad. Yeah. and he's going to have a wonderful time, and when he comes back, maybe he'll tell us all about it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning into this first video of the new and improved Henry and Josh's unboxing show. I'm Henry.
And I'm Josh.
And we will see you again very soon. Goodbye. Burn it down!